Well, let me tell you something, brother.
We're a bunch of marks.
Woo! Oh, yeah! And get some
And welcome to Mox and Smarks. My name's Joey Sands. I'm here with...
I am not doing the accent. My name is Hollywood Marcus.
And
Big Ralph.
we're here to
Also
talk
not doing
about...
an accent.
What? We're here to talk about
Also-
wrestling. Well, you got a problem with the
Wassailing?
accent? Wrestling.
Wassailing.
Wrestling.
Wrestling, if you want to go down
Wrestling.
south.
Now, we're here to talk about wrestling.
I don't know, man. I think I'm done with this podcast already.
Oh, come on, Marcus.
I can't.
Show a little feeling. Show a little love.
Love doesn't live here. You know
Love
this.
lives everywhere.
Wow.
I'm barren and hollow inside and
You're barren.
hollow inside.
Well, you are bald, so I guess you could be barren.
I mean, I'd rather be bald than balding. oh,
Oh, I feel that's a
Wow.
personal shot to me in some way. I feel
Shots
it.
fired.
I know. Somebody had a little stout today.
I'm having stout now.
Oh, same here. So cheers.
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 Oh, if we had a clinking sound effect, this is where it would go.
Clink.
We're here to talk about this week in wrestling, what could have been, what should have been, and what was. This was the weekend of wrestling. 24/7, 24 hours, all day, every day. Starting from Saturday all the way to, well, today. We're recording on Wednesday, so till today, where we see titles change, people leaving. The AEW effect is still taking place. We've got Dean Ambrose announcing, or WWE announcing that Dean Ambrose will not renew his contract after April. This was all over the dirt sheets first, and then WWE announced it way before he's even going to be released, which is, again, in April. Guys, at this point, since it was, do you think WWE said this because it was all over the dirt sheets, or is this a work?
WWE never really says, hey, this person isn't going to resign unless it's a part of a storyline or they could work some type of angle with it. So when we first heard it, it was like, oh, he's not going to resign. And then we're thinking, oh, snap, he's going to AEW, he's going this place or that place. And then WWE reported it, and that raised some flags. I'm like, oh, maybe it's a work. And then Renee Young posted something on her Instagram today regarding it too, and I'm just like,
Sounding kind of shady.
Yeah, because I think all their tweets and Instagram posts have to be approved or something like that. So, yeah, it's a little sketch.
I mean, he looked like after the match with Seth Rollins, he was going to say something that they had Nia Jax come out. Is that part of the deal? They still looking like they don't want him to announce it, that they don't want him to get the mic because there might be some more. Are we going into a CM Punk type deal where his contract is up, he's going to do some shenanigans and, come back later with a title?
I mean, if he is leaving, he has nothing to lose.
I mean, he does have that persona. He does have that character where he can do and say whatever the heck he wants to get away with it.
A la the Stone Cold podcast interview that he did, where he basically was just like, whatever.
Was that recent? I haven't heard that one.
It was back after he fought Brock Lesnar.
Oh, the one on the network.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they let him do it, so... And I saw the Chronicle that they did when he comes back from rehabbing after he had that stint with his tricep, where he almost died. And it chronicles the time where he's rehabilitating the tricep, and he's almost coming back. And it's when, he comes back for Seth Rollins to help him out for SummerSlam. So, and he seems very... What's the word? And it goes all the way up to the turn after Roman reveals that he's leaving because he's battling leukemia. So I don't know. I mean, Dean Ambrose is a very good actor, very good performer. It seemed very. I don't know if it was scripted or he just did it from his head. In that he even seemed he didn't know what he was going to do. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. People always need me. They need me to do this. It sounded like he was the creative way doing it. Didn't know if he was going to turn, if he was going to take matters in his own hands. Kind of playing up to that uncertainty that they were doing. So it's another angle, another view, something else to watch to keep that story going. But if you don't have the network, you wouldn't know. It's just kind of an added bonus. It's like that bonus content when you get those DVDs. Hey, this is a bonus feature.
Big Ralph,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
If Ambrose does leave, where do you want to see him end up, and what character do you want to see him portray?
Okay. I probably would like to see him go to AEW. Character portrayal? Back to the lunatic, not this gimmick character that he's using right now. That's like what is it? I forget. We are toxic to him, something like that.
When he came out with a gas mask and everything?
Yeah, no, don't do that again.
Because the thing about it, I think what people kind of forget is that he used to be on the independents. He used to be an independent wrestler. And, he had a pretty good living. He was pretty popular. So if he goes back to the independents, I think he can carve out a pretty nice niche for himself and still make a lot of money.
Now, see, here's my rub. If he leaves, is he taking Renee with him? Because if he is, then I want him to stay. If he leaves her behind, then he can go wherever he wants to.
I'm not sure if Mr. Sands will agree with me, but the commentary I've been listening to lately between Renee and what's this guy's name?
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves, yeah, has been absolutely atrocious, and I think she could do a lot better, especially with the career she had before WWE. She was in high demand. Everybody wanted her, but she ended up with WWE. So I think if she does leave, the sky's the limit for her, and I think she can do extremely well outside of the WWE platform. So if she leaves, more power to her. And I don't know, man. They need to fix commentary, because if you've heard it lately, it's just been a train wreck. I can't.
Yeah, but I can't blame them for that, especially when they have a mic in their ear telling them what to say and what not to say.
It's not notorious Mick Mahan.
Exactly.
I mean, then they're getting rid of their female presence on the commentating, on Raw. Unless they bring in Beth Phoenix, who they've used before, and she showed up at the Rumble. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the point system. We're starting our new season. First off, I hate for Renee Young to leave. I think she's a very big asset on there. I think she pulls in that. I love her. She does great commentary. Yes, the commentary between her and Corey Graves has been kind of sketchy lately, but, I don't know if it's a character thing. I kind of want her to defend Dean Ambrose in some way, about what he's saying and what he's doing. She should. We all know from Total Divas that they're together, they're married. Even the Chronicle that I watched, she was there. So it's not.
But it's not even from Total Divas, because if you hear Corey Graves, he brings it out. It's like, oh, you have a inside scoop on what's going on with him, and she's like, well, it's not like we bring work home. Work is work, home is home.
Maybe so she doesn't want to be. Well, maybe she doesn't want to be. She wants to be her own person in that sense. And so maybe if Dean leaves, it'll be a different idea, a different take on it, so that won't be an issue.
I hope it works out either way, because she's talented. He sounded. I think when the Shield was first introduced, everybody saw him as like the guy who's going to be the guy, just because of the way he cut his promos. Roman didn't say much. Seth was the guy who was flashy, but his promos weren't where they are now. Everybody thought Dean was going to be the breakout star. They ended up going with Roman, and now we see who the real man is, Seth. So I mean, I think he should leave.
Wait a
Come
minute.
back.
I understand what you're saying, but the man is a WWE champion, two-time intercontinental champion, tag team champion, U.S. champion, one of the longest reigning U.S. champions. I mean, come on. Not that he hasn't been the man at any point.
I mean,
Yes,
what's he missing to be a Grand Slam? The
yeah,
Universal?
I mean,
the Universal.
the Universal in this era, but I mean, he was the last WWE champion before they split the brands.
Yeah, but if you look at what he's done, yes, he's won a lot of titles. So has Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's pretty much won every title. But has he gotten the notoriety and the critical acclaim that Seth has? Because Seth pretty much has carried Raw on his shoulders for like the last year and a half.
Well,
because of
he was
Brock
also injured with a life-threatening injury at this point last year. Come on, you can't compare right at the moment.
You can't
I
compare
compare.
the lunatic to CrossFit Jesus. Come on, he is CrossFit Jesus for a reason.
When he was around, they had great matches between him and AJ Styles. I mean, before he got injured.
I'm putting Seth on a higher. I'm putting Seth on a different tier than Ambrose.
I agree that Seth is got a different superstardom, but you also have to see. You have to. I don't know. No, I don't, because I like Dean. I like Dean's promos. I like Dean where he's going. I don't think Seth Rollins would be where he is without Dean Ambrose rivalry after he did the Shield, after he betrayed the Shield. I mean, all that has to do with it. There is no Seth Rollins without Dean Ambrose.
There's no Seth Rollins without Roman Reigns.
Rollins.
Say again?
There's no Seth Rollins without Roman Reigns.
I mean, there's no any of them without each other. They all made each other. So I can't to say that one is brighter than the other. I mean, he's been gone for 9-10 months. You can't really compare it to what Seth's been doing. If he was there, we would have different storylines. We'd have different actions. You never know. Who knows what he would have been doing?
If he was there, I'm pretty sure he would have been on SmackDown. Seth would have been on Raw. And Seth still would have did the same thing.
Well, we'll never know. This is Monday. This is like going after the fact. How do we know? You'll never know.
It's just one man's opinion. That's all.
Of course, it's an opinion, and you're entitled to it, even though it's wrong. So let's go on to
Point say otherwise.
All right, so let's talk about it. We got the new season. Of course, last year we had our reigning, defending, undisputed champion, Hollywood Marcus, or
two-time champion.
Two-time champion.
I'm not really a two-time champion. I've never lost a title.
Well, I mean, it starts from zero at the beginning of the season. Also, do you really want to count the first season? We did, 3 shows? It really doesn't really count in any way.
Still the champ.
I mean, let's say the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, Hollywood Marcus. Of course, we could have done NXT Blackpool, but none of us watched the NXT UK brand religiously to make predictions.
And all of us boycotted
Crown Jewel.
Was it Crown Jewel?
We boycotted Crown Jewel, so I mean there were some points that could have been done there. And we agreed to this stupid thing with the PWI.
I would have won anyway.
I would have been no, it would have been tied.
And the title champ retains his title.
So champ. You would have tied, but let's see. In
a tie, you go to.
Hello?
You go to where? Sudden death. Are you gone? Ralph, you there?
I got him.
You got him. Ralph's gone.
Got him.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
I haven't left. I kept hearing you guys.
Oh, we didn't
we
answer
didn't
when I
hear
said,
you.
Ralph, are you there?
No.
I mean, I guess you can consider last season a dusty finish.
It's okay. It's okay. We agreed to it, so I really have nothing to complain about. I had really no leg to stand on. I was like,
Oh, we
yeah.
can complain. It just
Yeah,
it really doesn't do anything to complain.
I can complain all I want. It's just I was like, yeah, what's
It's
he
like
gonna get?
it's like my dad always said, "Don't get mad, get even."
I honestly thought AJ Styles was gonna be it. That was my bad. I picked the wrong horse.
Well, this year's wide open, so we don't know.
Yeah, well, this year could be Cody for just starting a whole establishment like AEW, depending on how good that is. And that kind of worries me. You got word like Hideo Itami, I just saw that was leaving the company, which unfortunately he didn't get to do as much as we all hoped he would, but just due to injury, really. I think that's a good move, but is that an AEW-bound wrestler? Or is that him going back to Japan and going to, where did he come from? Dragon Gate? No.
Pro Wrestling Noah.
Noah, that's right.
From what I understand, and Dave Meltzer reported on this, if you want to take that for what it's worth, the only reason why Atami was granted his release, because his contract didn't expire, he asked for his release. The only reason why he was granted his release is because he promised to go back to Japan and not work for any U.S.-based companies. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Only time will tell. But I'm guessing eventually he's going to be all in.
I don't know. I mean, there's always ROH. He's wrestled there before, so he could go anywhere, and he's got a name enough that he could do great things. So
He can go back to being Kenta.
He can go back to being Kenta, which is not a bad thing at all. But it begs to differ the question that we talked about last week. Is AEW something that people are starting to look towards? And is it really a threat?
I think if you see Dean Ambrose show up in AEW and Big Ralph can cooperate this, I think that it's over. I think they're going to be a major player.
But so only time will tell on this, and we'll be watching because, you know, we're all fans. We're all excited. We love the product. We love any wrestling there is. And because we love it so much, we decide, hey, let's see who is the best at predicting what is happening. Again, trying to get this out, even though, you know, reigning, defending, whatever. Kind of.
Hey, man, you don't have to.
I have to because, you know, you are. Yeah. And so we've got NXT Phoenix, and we had the Royal Rumble that happened this past weekend. We did not do a show on our predictions, but we did do predictions on the side between all of us. And let me go through the card. First, we'll start with the NXT Phoenix Takeover Phoenix. Okay, what's going on there? I hear a little boom chicka bow.
It's Apollo.
Hello, Apollo.
No, it was my chair.
Oh,
it's an old chair.
So we've got the start of the show of the NXT TakeOver Phoenix. We've got the War Raiders against the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong for the NXT Tag Team Championship. We see Hanson and Rowe of the world. We see Hanson and Rowe defeat the Undisputed Era with a surprising great match. Probably the second best. I'm calling the second best of the night. You guys could dispute me and come at me. What'd you guys think of the match?
I'm calling it.
It was an awesome match.
You calling
it the third?
The third match of the night for me.
Really, third? All right, I'm okay with that. Like I said, there's three matches that stand out. Let's see where we got. I got this as second. Ralph, what do you think?
Well, for that night, I have it as number one.
Wow. All right.
Oh.
For that night, not for both nights, but just for that night.
No, we're going this night.
For both nights.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
for this night, I have it as my number one. It's the one I mostly remember. So if I remember it, it's number one in my mind.
Well, that's how
it works.
Most of these lists are what we think of in our mind and how we see it. So on that one, Ralph and I picked the War Raiders. Undisputed was picked by Hollywood Marcus. Hollywood Marcus, you did not get this point, but that's okay because the second match, which was Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno, we all knew that Ohno was going to go down to Matt Riddle because, of course, he puts everybody over. I don't think Ohno's won a match on a takeover like ever, has he?
I don't think has he won a takeover match?
I don't know. That's a good thing.
He beat, what's his name?
I think he has.
He beat Keith Lee on the TV show, but I don't think he's won a takeover match.
So we all picked Riddle on that one, so we get the point. Next, you had Johnny Gargano and Ricochet for the NXT North American Championship.
Match of the night.
See, that's my number one. I'm going that as my number one North American Championship match. You said, no, you said War Raiders was 3. Okay. Yeah, Gargano, Ricochet, put on a clinic, amazing stuff. I enjoyed it so much. We all picked Gargano to win. I'm so happy he's finally got a singles title. What did you guys think overall?
Hold on. Before we go to that match, I want to talk about the tag match.
Okay.
I was expecting the usual old school mentality when it came to this match. With Undisputed picking a body part, taking it apart, kind of being more methodical and mechanical. It seemed more like a tornado-style match.
Yes.
Which I don't necessarily have a problem with, but I was just taken a little aback because I thought it wouldn't work their usual style. It just that threw me off a little bit. That's why I put it third, because I've seen what Undisputed can do with people like Mustache Mountain, the two other English guys, Danny Burch and Orny Lorcan. He's not British though.
I was ready to say.
Yeah, and I don't know, just something about it didn't click, even though I liked the match. But I think the change in styles kind of threw me off a little bit. But it's a good match.
It just always amazes me that these big guys can fly.
Dude, he was doing cartwheels everywhere.
Yeah, just amazing stuff. They're strong and they can fly, and one of them's married to Sarah Logan, which isn't that bad.
Hey, man. Good on him.
I think it's the one that it's married to Sarah Logan, who actually surprised me when he did the Kalisto move that he bounced off the rope and just did the double.
Is that the
double
one?
Elbow.
I think she's married.
I think that's the one.
I think she's married to the slimmer one.
Is she?
I don't know.
I'm asking the Google machine now.
Ask the Google machine, because the picture I saw had them both in the picture, so I couldn't figure out which one it was. And it was a Viking wedding, so you're like, well, they both look like Vikings. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, she's married. She's married to the smaller one, Roe.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's the one that did the.
So you're just saying because it wasn't
that
your
double
style
elbow.
match, that's why it's number 3?
I mean, of course you want to change things up, because if you don't, it gets stale and it gets boring. So I'm happy that they kind of did something different, but I was just expecting that more methodical type style match. I was expecting for Undisputed to get the majority of the offense and then, hot tags and everything else. But the tornado style, for what it's worth, especially with War Raiders being who they are, I think it works.
All right, but you and I agree, Gargano and Ricochet, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph has got this tag team number 1 because he remembers it. Who knows what he was smoking on the other ones. But
Wow.
I was smoking that good ganja.
Ah!
I mean,
Hey, man, we got people listening from work.
So, Gargano, Ricochet, great match. North American title scene, Gargano win. Next, after that, we've got Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair versus
Undefeated.
Well, not after this match. NXT Women's Championship. We saw Shayna win by technical submission, meaning Bianca never really tapped out.
She passed out.
She just passed out. Still defeated, but not. I guess
she went to sleep.
They can claim that as a "you never got me" too. So she's still undefeated. I guess that's the story they're going with.
I have a
I
question.
hate when they do that.
Why? Why do you hate when they do that?
Because it's like, well, the other person won, so by default you lost, whether you tapped out or not. You still lost the match, so you can't claim it. It's like, oh, you didn't make me tap out, so I didn't lose. No, you lost the match.
So
That's
are
There's
you?
a winner and there's a loser.
It's like Stone Cold. He passed out, but he still lost.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but so when Aleister Black was going undefeated, but then lost that multi-man
No, he wasn't
championship,
pinned.
but then they said no, he's undefeated in singles competition.
That's stupid.
Exactly. They switched it to like, well, undefeated in singles competition. It's like, oh god. come on,
Aleister
man.
Black, who's undefeated in singles competition.
That's like when in TNA when Samoa Joe was going on his undefeated streak, he was the X Division. No, Christopher Daniels was the X Division champion. AJ Styles pinned Daniels for the title, but then they said Samoa Joe was still undefeated because he never got pinned. So I mean, you have your ways around it, which work.
Well, the one way we didn't get around is that we all picked Belair. I think the collective thought, and you can tell me what you guys were thinking about this, I thought they were calling up Baszler. That's what my thinking was. They had this girl who's undefeated, and you can keep that going, that narrative going, and then bring up Shayna to the main roster, go with Rousey. But that didn't happen, so we all didn't get a point for that one.
I don't
Yeah,
think Shayna's ready. Not Shayna.
Well,
I think Belair's ready.
I was thinking maybe they were gonna have Shayna as a surprise entrance.
I did too.
So maybe she drops the title so that it would be like her call up to the main roster.
Because we all know if you lose in NXT, that means that you're WWE destined.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys a question. You guys saw the end of the match, right?
Yeah.
Did you see it too, Big Ralph?
Yeah.
All right, so this is why I don't think Belair's ready. Like, if you watched the end of that match, it was so obvious that Shayna was telling her what to do. Like, the calls were obvious, and it kind of seemed like Belair was kind of like lost for a moment, and Shayna had to work her through it. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that or not, but I'm just like, dude, like...
I think we've had better women's match for NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, we had.
Yeah.
I don't like, let me put this way. Not that I don't like or think she's a bad performer, but Shayna Baszler matches are not my forte. I think she's got a great persona for the character, and I like the character a lot. But her matches are not something that I look forward to, if that makes a sense.
I think it depends on who she's in the ring with, because I think her matches with Kyrie and her matches with Ember Moon were pretty good.
No, you know what? I didn't care for her matches with Kyrie.
Because Kyrie's Japanese, that's why.
No, I like Asuka matches.
Yeah.
Well then.
You
don't like pirates.
I liked.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like yacht princesses.
Yeah,
'cause
yacht
he's
princesses is what I don't like.
Whole.
Look, Shayna and Tony Storm, when they did a UK thing, that was good. Shayna Ember Moon in some Ember Moon matches, that was good. Not all of the Ember Moon matches. I think maybe one I really liked out of those. I don't know. I like the character. I like the attitude. But I can't get into her matches. I don't know what it is.
Well, sir, you are entitled to your opinion. It's a wrong opinion.
Even if it's wrong.
But you're entitled to it, and I respect it.
Well, the one opinion that you and I did agree on
Indeed.
was that we both picked Ciampa to retain his title against Aleister Black in the final match at NXT. This is number 2 on my list for the night.
Same.
Ciampa, Black. Ralph, why'd you go with Aleister?
Because I'm black.
Pretty much. No, I went with what the heart wants, and the heart wanted Black to win. You always bet on black.
You always bet on black.
So why
Gotcha.
didn't you pick AJ?
Every gambler will tell you always bet on black.
But you didn't pick AJ.
Yeah, the wife might not. Does the wife know you didn't pick AJ?
The wife don't know. What the wife don't know won't hurt me.
Oh.
I respect that.
So that's the card for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Let us know what
Well,
you
wait.
think. What?
You just can't gloss over the fact that after Ciampa won, who came out on the ramp to stand next to him?
Oh, Gargano. And
That was
am
the
I
moment.
supposed to go over the fact that they had a brawl, kind of, sorta, after the match?
The
Where
brawl I don't care about. I just care
Velveteen Dream
about
coming out, Ricochet, Aleister Black,
Set
and
up
now
for
we're going to
the,
have a halftime heat.
I think that's a stupid
time
marketing ploy, and I don't care about it. What I do care about is just the story and the symbolism of Gargano just walking out casually with his title, Ciampa holding his title. I was just like, yes, please more. I love that.
You want a heel D? What was it called?
DIY.
What's the team called?
DIY.
DIY.
I mean, it goes
You want-
with the persona, right? Hashtag DIY, do it yourself. They're doing it themselves. They're doing it their way. Ciampa brought Gargano to the dark side.
Well,
Follow me, my child.
if the wife has anything to say about it, Gargano's not going to be doing that because Candice LeRae's like, no, not him. No, you will not. I don't know if you guys saw that.
again-
Yeah, I saw that.
Again, what the wife doesn't know won't hurt him.
Of course she knows. It's on national TV.
It's not way he could hide it. It's like, how did those cameras get back there to see that intimate moment between Mandy Rose and Uso? Who knew?
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, Naomi can't turn on the TV anywhere in the world and be like, oh, my husband is in the room
Yeah.
with this blonde chick.
Don't-
Like, come on, dude.
Don't tell your wife. We're on freaking TV.
The tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. And if you want to let us know
poor
about
Tom.
your tomfoolery and what you thought about this debacle they call NXT Phoenix, is it a debacle? I guess
You
not.
know what, though? I'll be honest with you.
Nah.
This one ranks lower out of my takeovers. I think the Riddle Ono match was, average. The women's match was like, meh. So, I mean, usually when you watch a takeover, all the matches just stand out like potential match of the year candidates, right? I think this one,
Right.
it didn't fall flat, but I don't think it lived up to my usual standard of what NXT delivers.
Wait. No. You can't say that.
I
That's-
can.
You can, but that's not. Okay, come on, man.
Accurate.
Yeah, I mean, what? All right, look. You liked it. You liked the last
I
one.
liked it. No,
Let's
I
say
liked
this.
one. I liked it, but I'm ranking it lower than the ones that I've seen before it.
Yeah, all right, but the one before it had 2 matches, maybe 3. Same thing.
What was the one before this one?
The one before this one, you had Black versus Gargano. Amazing
Awesome
match. Ciampa versus Velveteen.
Awesome
Amazing match, right? I don't even know what. Oh, probably Cash's own. No, the War. No, what was the last one? The last
Hold
one was
on.
not War Games, was
Hold
it?
on, Google machine.
Google
Wait.
machine.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun. War Games.
Yeah, you had the War Games match, which I didn't care for. Wasn't as good as the first one.
Keith Lee versus Fidel Bravo, Lars Sullivan.
Bravo. Okay, Bravo.
Hold
Come
on,
on.
what the hell am I looking at? Hold on.
You had
NXT
it
War
was,
Games 2018.
It
Yeah,
was
I'm looking
War
at the-
Games.
Keith, was it the pre-show or some shit? Keith Lee versus Fidel Bravo. Lars Sullivan versus
Yeah, those were the ones taped
Keito
prior.
Murray.
So you
Nikki
had Matt
Cross,
Riddle versus Cassius Ohno, which we
Candice.
had again, which was nothing. Shayna
Yeah,
Baszler,
those were
Kairi
two
Sane,
shows.
2 for 1. So the only 2 matches were Aleister Black, Gargano, Ciampa, and Dream, right? Those are the ones you remember?
Yeah, I'm putting this one above Phoenix.
Yeah, but it's not that card isn't like amazing like the prior ones.
I think the matches were better. Okay. Gargano, Ricochet, amazing. Black, Ciampa, amazing. The tag match was good, but we've seen better. I think Baszler versus Kyrie was better than Baszler Belair. I think Black Gargano is comparable to Ciampa Black, and I think Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream is comparable to Ciampa Black. So it's pretty much a wash on those.
I mean, it's 3 good matches on a 5-match card. That's how it seems. It's always been that way. 3 good matches. And, like, I rank the tag team a little higher than the Ciampa Black match, to be honest.
How dare you?
No, I think they've done better with different opponents.
Yeah, I think Undisputed's done better with different opponents. This Undisputed versus War Raiders, I liked it, but I still think I've seen better. Maybe I'm not a big man tag team kind of guy, because you have
Well,
heavy machinery.
you've always said that you don't like multi-man matches.
No, it wasn't a multi-man match. I like tag matches.
No,
I don't
no,
like
no.
The tag team is a multi-man match.
No, it's not.
There's more than one man.
Multiple men.
Yeah.
Semantics. Anyway.
Oh.
But I think I don't like big man tags because heavy machinery is meh to me. War Raiders are kind of eh. AOP is kind of eh. I like the average size to like more cruiserweight size tag team wrestlers. I don't know. I think the
So
biggest.
you like to be the dominant man, is what you're saying. You don't like somebody
That's what
big
he's
and
saying.
burly and sweaty. You like a more petite, somebody manageable for you, right?
All right, I think the tag team that I like the most, as far as like size goes, is probably Ole and Arn.
Not Brett and Jim Neihart? Hart Foundation, come on. Come on, you got 2 contrasting styles. You got the big burly guy knocking him down, and then you've got, the technical guy. It's
My
good
favorite match of the Hart Foundation was when they beat the Nasty Boys. That was more because the Nasty Boys were in the match.
No, come on. The SummerSlam 2 out of 3 fall match with the Demolition. Hart Foundation versus the Rockers.
I wasn't really a Demolition fan. They were a fake Legion of Doom.
Hart Foundation versus the Brainbusters. Tully and Arn.
That I can get behind. Yeah.
All right, I mean,
Yeah, but I was
I'm
moving
okay
on.
with Ole and Arn. Minnesota Wrecking Crew all the way, man.
But my favorite is Ole and Tully. Not Ole, but Arn and Tully.
Arn and Tully, man, that I could get behind that too. Still another kind of contrasting group styles. You got the big, the big strong man in Arn sense away, and a kind of technical guy in Tully. They complement each other. It's just I like that. 2 big guys, I agree. 2 big guys, but there's something about 2 big guys, something about them being dominant like that. Like AOP seemed dominant, Hanson and Rowe, dominant. Demolition, dominant.
It's like when Taker and Kane were champions. It's like, who the hell's going to beat them? Like, it takes me out of reality a little bit.
But look, that's the beauty of the art of the match, to find a way for the small guy to beat the big guy. And we saw that on Sunday with Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor.
I like that transition. I like that.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. But first, let us know what you thought about NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Again, you can find us on our website, which is ugeekly.com, UGEEKLY, or on any social media under Marks and Smarks. Just look for Marks and Smarks together. So let's jump over. I want to make one final note on NXT Phoenix. I was ahead in points at this point. I just want to make that clear. I want to make it clear to everybody. At this point, I was 1 point ahead of everybody. I was the reigning champion for one day.
That you were winning.
I was winning
For one night.
For one day, and I'm going to hang my hat on that for the rest of the year. Unless I make it ahead in time later on.
So you like Vegeta. You got a slight power up.
I got slight power. I'm doing better than last year.
You were stronger than Goku for a second, and then Goku just came back and said, nah, bro.
No, I got this.
Why is it always back to Dragon Ball?
Because that's what I do.
All right. Well, we won't get into how Goku did against Superman. So we have the point total, which is 4 for me, 3 for Marcus, and 3 for Ralph. Let's jump over to Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble. So we had some dark matches, or we'll talk them, pre-show matches. And on this show, we count the pre-show, except for when they don't announce it, which they didn't announce. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable defending their Raw Tag Team Championship against the mismatched team of Scott Dawson and Ray Czar. Not sure where that happened. Was there injuries and I just wasn't aware of it? Because the Revival wrestled on Monday.
I think one of the ALPs injured.
Oh, well, I guess it would be Akam.
That would make sense, but then why split up the Revival? Why not have him find someone who is a singles competitor?
Well, they're going to leave anyway, so I don't think...
Well, actually, now that I read it, because I didn't realize that, I thought it was for the Tag Team Championship, but no. But if had Dawson and Razor won, both the Revival and the AOP could have received the Raw Tag Team Championship match, so there would have been triple threat, which I don't know why you wouldn't have had that anyway. So, whatever. We didn't bet on it. We didn't put our picks because we didn't know about it until the day of the show. We did pick between Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev for the United States Championship. This, we all picked Rusev. We all got that point. Good match. What do you guys think about this past Sunday where we saw R-Truth beat, or let's say, Shinsuke beat Rusev for the U.S. Champion?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shinsuke
we all
beat
lost that
Rusev.
point.
We all picked Rusev, right?
Yeah, we all did pick Rusev.
So we didn't get that point. I said that wrong. And then seeing R-Truth beat Shinsuke to win the title in a quick count, and then later on beat Rusev, and now we have a heel Rusev all of a sudden.
I wasn't expecting Shinsuke to win just because of the momentum and everything that Rusev's been doing. When he did win, I was like, oh, wow, all right, I see what you're doing, WWE, but that was a shocker. It was all right match.
I mean, the crowd went wild.
I think Lana needs to stop whatever she's doing and not doing it anymore. But
yeah,
what is she doing? I'm not 100% sure.
She's being Lana and being useless. I think she needs to just stay at home and take care of the puppy or whatever.
Okay, well.
Wow.
On that note, we'll just move the male chauvinist over this way.
It's not. I'm not being a male chauvinist.
Stay home and take care of the puppy. What the hell,
take
man?
Care of the puppy. I give her the same treatment I give Bree and Nikki.
He's
get off my TV.
He's like the king. He's like the king. He wants her to take care of the puppies.
Oh, well.
She doesn't have any. It's a push-up bra. But I think Lana just needs to not wrestle. I think she needs to get off I think she's useless, pretty much. I don't know how she is as a person. I don't watch Shadow Divas. I don't care. But I just think that, I don't know. I just think she's not relevant to wrestling in any way. It needs to get off my TV or learn how to actually wrestle.
On that note, what do you think of R-Truth?
Right.
Do you like R-Truth getting the title?
I hear Ciampa and Johnny follow us, so if you have any opinions or thoughts, feel free to express them, guys.
I don't know if they're going to tell us that Lana needs to stay home with the frickin' puppies, man.
Or Johnny, here you go. Johnny, if you're listening to this, please have Candace teach Lana how to wrestle.
You know what? I'm just going to move on. I can't go anywhere with that. So, we got the Cruiserweight champion. The Cruiserweight title is on the line. Of course, my favorite, 205 Live. We had Buddy Murphy, the current Cruiserweight champion, against Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. Buddy Murphy comes up with the win. We all picked Buddy Murphy to win. Great match. 205 always does it. The Juggernaut comes out on top. Can't say much about them. People need to see 205 Live.
I refuse to watch it.
Yeah. Man, you want the women to go back home and take care of puppies. You refuse to watch 205 Live, which is probably the second best show on the network. Right?
It's just because it's just too much wrestling. Now you want me to devote another 45 minutes to it? No, I'm all right.
The Hollywood's come back, hasn't it? The Hollywood just has come back.
Is this Hollywood talking?
I don't know what this is. This is a
It-
heel.
it-
This is a heel persona we got going on here.
Maybe it's a goddamn beer. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a stupid stout, huh?
It ain't stupid.
I
It got
thi- I
oatmeal
think-
in it.
I think Hollywood Mark is being rubbed off by the racist Hollywood Hogan.
Wow.
Don't go there.
Oh, I don't know.
won't-
Telling
I
the
won't-
women to stay in with the
I won't
puppies.
you
I don't know.
to.
That kind of. You know what? We're gonna get. You know what?
It's-
I'm gonna tell B what you're saying and see what she says about this. Woo!
What the hell does she have to do with this?
I don't know, but I feel like she would put you in your place.
Because she's a
How?
woman.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Tell B. B can come at me.
So the first match of the actual Royal Rumble pay-per-view saw the man, Becky Lynch, fight Asuka for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Of course, the man lost by submission, which looked horrific.
Damn good match, though.
Damn good match. What would you say, the match of the night for Raw? I'm sorry.
For Raw or for
not Raw,
SmackDown?
from Royal
overall?
Rumble.
The Rumble?
I have 3 matches that I liked at the Rumble.
I think
This is my number 1.
if I wanted to pick match of the night, it would have to be this one with Banks second and Styles third.
Styles, really?
Yeah. That ending killed it.
I was going this match, and then my number 2 was Balor Brock, and number 3 was Ronda Sasha.
Oh.
See, I'm cheating because my first one is this one. My second one is
How are you
Balor
cheating?
versus Lesnar. Because I have 2 for my number 3.
Okay.
Because I have Rousey and Banks and Bryan and Styles. It's just Rousey. I was expecting her to win, so I was like, whatever. And the ending for Styles Bryan just pissed me off.
Indeed.
So I have them both at the same level. Had the ending been better at the Bryan Styles, it would have gone up to number 3, definitely.
So yours
Definitively.
are this one is first, Asuka, Becky, then Ronda,
Yes.
Sasha, then Daniels,
No.
Styles.
Then Lesnar Balor,
Oh, Lesnar
Then-
Balor is your 2.
Styles, and yeah,
Yo, if you don't put Styles first, your wife's gonna get mad.
she can get mad all she wants.
Oh.
The ending. The reason why it's on the 3rd spot is because the ending just pissed
Killed it for
the
you.
crap out of me. Use my French.
Were you tilted?
So an ending we saw that wasn't expected, but kind of was, and I'm kind of pissed at myself that I didn't pick it, was the ending to The Bar versus The Miz and Shane for the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
That was stupid.
Yeah, when I originally was picking, I had picked them to win, and I didn't because I thought to myself, well, there could be a story where The Miz and Shane go head to head, and it could be because they lost to The Bar. That's the reason why I went the other way, and I was wrong. On that one, okay, so for the Asuka Lynch one, we all picked Asuka. We all got that point. For this one, Marcus and I picked The Bar. Big Ralph, you picked Miz and McMahon. Why?
Because McMahon called me and said, like, hey, pick me.
Oh,
I'm number 1.
so that was
So
your
you did-
source this whole time last year.
Yes. No, I don't know.
It's still one though.
I had a gut feeling that it was gonna be the Miz and McMahon winning it. I don't know why. Just the bar,
Well, And
the bar gimmick is just kind of
it's getting stale
played
a
out
little.
for me.
They still
Yeah,
get a
it's
huge
getting
pop
stale.
when they come out.
Well, because of how they come out with the whole fusion. But aside from that, everything else is stale.
What I thought was one of them was going to turn on each other and then start their program.
That's what I thought.
They face each other at their WrestleManias, but didn't happen that way.
No. But what we all got out of this is that Miz and his father have a great relationship, and Miz's father is proud of him.
That's what I'm talking
Now.
about.
That's a feel good moment.
Now,
Is this all a ploy
Now
just to
he's
get
proud of
Miz
him.
as a face because Bryan is a heel?
I think Miz should have been the
I
champion.
think so.
Like, are we going in that direction? Are we having the Miz win the championship from Bryan being a face?
He needs to.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that choice, but I'm just thinking. I didn't think about it till just now. This is all for Miz to be face, isn't it?
It
I
sounds
mean,
like it.
I told you guys last year that he needed to be like one of the top baby faces, but what did I know?
Yeah, it's only that you won the last one. All right, so the next match saw the Raw Women's Champion Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey won this one to retain her title. We all picked Ronda, but I like heel Banks. I miss heel Banks.
That's where she became the boss.
That was the boss that was on display. And we saw a lot of the boss on the Raw before that. Did anybody see the tag team match with Natalya? Natalya showed some butt. Well, Sasha's butt.
I mean, I had to look it up online, but I saw it.
You saw
I
the
didn't see it.
it saw the boss.
Let me ask the Google.
I saw her boss, yeah.
Yeah, boss.
Let me ask the Google machine.
I saw Becky too.
Oh, I didn't see Becky
Oh, it happened Sunday, and that was like, oh,
on the Asuka match, right?
yeah.
You know what? I was going to ask you, and I forgot. Now that you mentioned it, there was a point because I was a little behind, so I was watching it from the beginning. There was a point in the Asuka match where the screen just went blank.
Lip slip.
Did it do it live or no?
Yeah, they're on a delay, so yeah.
Oh, so it did it for you live. I thought maybe I was like, why'd it go black? I thought they just lost it. And then I thought,
Yeah.
then I saw her pull, and I was like, oh, maybe there was a faux pas.
But Google reveals all, so.
Do you want me to Google the words "reveal all"? Because that'll give me a lot of weird hits.
You know what? let me see what happens if I type that in.
Well, anyway,
Google.
I picked this as my number 2 match. No, my number 3 match. I actually thought Ronda and Sasha did a great job. I was actually impressed with the match, and I love the ending where she goes to kind of get the respect, and all Sasha does is put up the 4 fingers.
I don't think people give Sasha credit for being as good of a wrestler as she is because she damn near almost kills herself every match. But she's a ring general. She knows how to wrestle. She knows how to put on a match. She knows how to make people look good. And yeah, I think this is probably one of Ronda's best matches yet.
Yeah.
Like, Sasha really put it through her paces. And the
Oh yeah,
ending,
no, she
I'm
did.
just like, oh.
It was
Four horsewomen.
it was the thought that she could beat her. That's what I liked. I liked the idea that, man, Sasha's going to beat her, you know? I had that moment of doubt. I thought maybe she would. She did not, but I still got the points because I picked Ronda. Then we saw Ronda fight Bayley on Raw this past Monday and then beat Bayley almost in a more convincing fashion. But in that moment, and we'll go into that later, the man comes out and flashes the 4 to Bayley, and Bayley flashes it back. Did you guys see that?
I saw it.
I think we're getting the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen at WrestleMania at some point, or at some point.
Wouldn't it be good if? What was I going to say? If Becky has her title, right? Charlotte somehow beats Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. The Boston Hug Connection win the women's tag team titles. They all walk out with their titles, and then
they're like the
4
horsemen for real.
Yeah, then the 4 MMA horsewomen come out, and it's like, oh,
Snap.
wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, that would be great. So let's go on. We've got the Women's Royal Rumble next for a chance for any
And
women's
who picked
champion.
it?
Oh,
Who picked it?
at WrestleMania. We saw the man come out because Lana was injured, took over for that spot, and ended up winning the Rumble. Yes, I will admit, when you put this down, I was intrigued, and I said, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. And I said to myself, I might steal it. I even think I told you I might steal this.
But
Instead,
did you?
no, I did not, because my thinking was it all depended where it was on the card. If it was at the beginning or at the end, before the Rumble or after the Rumble, that would determine if it's true. You picked it. You got the point. I picked Flair. Ralph, you picked Bliss.
Yes.
I don't
The
know.
returning Bliss.
Yeah, I could see why, but so yes,
She
you
damn near
called
killed
it,
Ember Moon.
huh?
She damn near killed Ember Moon with that backflip.
Oh yeah. Well, frickin' Ember Moon is out, so
Elbow surgery.
elbow surgery could
But
knees
Ember
to
said that
elbow.
wasn't why. No, Ember said that wasn't why she had to get surgery. She said it on Twitter.
No. But anyway, so yeah, you called it. I'm impressed, I have to say, even somewhat surprised that you actually called it. Good for you. And like we said, after the Bailey Ronda match on Raw, the man comes out to challenge the what is she? The baddest woman on the planet for a match.
She might
At
be the baddest woman on the
WrestleMania.
planet, but that damn Becky, goodness.
The girl is over like you wouldn't believe. It's like a stone cold pop almost.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's a little too much, but it's a damn loud pop. And if they don't get their Becky, there's
Dude.
hell they're going to be paying.
Ronda's gonna have to turn heel because she basically got booed. They wouldn't even let her talk.
Yeah. Did you see this? Did you see the hit by Becky on SmackDown? She cold cocked her with her right hand really hard. It looked like it was like a damn
Who,
good
did Charlotte?
shot. Yeah.
Yeah, right in the jaw. I liked it.
Pull, like, damn. Like, she decked her.
Hey, man. Boo the woo.
Yeah, you saw. I think Charlotte wasn't ready for it either.
I mean, you ain't ready for Oscar. You ain't ready for Becky.
I guess not.
It's all good, though.
Well, we
Big
also
Ralph.
had some bonus thing. We decided, Hollywood Marcus and I decided to see if we could guess any surprise entrance into the females Royal Rumble. I picked Shayna and Toni Storm. I figured the two champions might make an appearance, and they did not. And you picked Io Shirai.
Io Shirai.
Yeah, sure. I.
That's what I said. What did you think I said?
I don't know what you said.
Io Shirai. She did show up, and of course Marcus gets a point for that one. So he gets 2 points for the Rumble, and this is why we hate him. At
Don't
this
hate
point.
me.
There's no hate. There's only love. But then again, love does not
There's
live
only
here.
love.
So we had the
There's only
WWE
love.
Championship match: AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan retains with the help of Eric Rowan, who's all
Oh,
tatted up.
now,
Huh?
as he's called, just Rowan.
Rowan.
I don't know why they take people's first names or their last names. Like Andrade, he's just Andrade now. It's like, come on, dude.
But Andrade's his first name. Rowan was his last name. So
Yeah, but they did it to Big E. They did it to Rowan. They did it to Andrade. I'm just like, why do you take away these people's names?
Apollo.
Like, yeah, just the names give them personality.
Elias.
I think it's to
Cesaro.
make it easier for the younger fans to
Rusev.
be able to call them.
That's why American kids are getting stupider. No, man. Like, make them memorize the names. It's just 2 names. That's all you have to remember. It's 2 names. Is it that hard?
So, as you said, the match.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing because you like the American kids are getting stupider.
They are.
Kids in general. Why does it have to be the American kids? It broadcasts
kids-
to different countries.
Dude, kids in Japan, seriously, they're awesome.
They're like they're contemplating why they took off Eric from Rowan. Really?
No, they're not. The Japanese are not contemplating. They know why. That's
They
how
know why
advanced they
because
are.
it's easier. It's Rowan. See? Because for them,
Okay.
one word is better.
Continue.
So, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. Of course, we all bet Bryan, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, we did. Of course, that's bad for Ralph because he went against AJ. Shame on you.
Oh, hey, guess what? I didn't mess up the
That's
spreadsheet this time.
No. Well, you also told us to check it because you weren't going to take any shit from us.
I wasn't.
Unlike last year.
Unlike last year, where
I'm
at
not
the end of
having
the
it.
year, I had to keep the spreadsheet, even though I
I
didn't
was
keep a
like,
spreadsheet.
you know what? Whatever, you can deal with it. But now I got it. I'm on top of it.
All right, you're on top of it. So, not the last match, but the Universal Championship match saw Brock Lesnar fight Finn Balor. He wins by submission. My second match of the night. I love this match. Finn Balor looked like the best I've seen Finn Balor in a long time. And now that they got him in a program, it looks like with Lashley, I hope they give him the IC title.
I think so. I think
I think it's about time.
He's supposed to get a really big push this year, so we'll see what happens.
He needs it because that match, he put on a damn good match with Brock, and it's hard to put a good match on with Brock because his style is just so the way it is.
If we go by the last 2 times that he's fought people that are
We fought workers
under his
though.
weight.
Yeah.
No. I meant when he fought against AJ and Daniel Bryan. He's put some good matches with those too.
Right, but
So I wasn't
Roman-
as surprised that
Roman wasn't always a good match, and Strowman is not always a good match.
because of
It
their
depends
because of
on who he
their
wants to
style.
work
They have
with.
similar styles. They're all powerhouse styles.
Right. So
Wow.
so I'm saying these are workers. These are the ones who can do the
Oh, okay.
work.
Sorry, I thought you. For some reason, you kept seeing workers, and I kept hearing jobbers.
A worker, somebody who does their work and does it for other people all day, every day,
Yes,
like Ralph.
like
I don't
Big
know.
Ralph.
When I hear Ralph is a worker, I think of a jobber.
Damn, that's Ralph, man.
Probably true.
God. All right, so the last match of the night, which is the Men's Royal Rumble for a chance at a World Championship at the WrestleMania 35, we saw the other man. Did you notice that the man and the man both won the title, won the Royal Rumble?
Freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins is the winner. Of course, Marcus decides he's going to call that one too because he's on the booking committee.
Am I really though,
I don't know.
or am I just that good?
Oh, I forgot to mention that Marcus and I picked Lesnar for that one. Ralph, you picked Balor. Why the hell did you do that?
He picked McIntyre.
No, for the Lesnar
No,
Balor
he
match.
meant for the Lesnar Balor match.
He picked Balor. Why would you think Balor would go over?
Because Ralph
I
likes
really
Guinness.
don't. Ralph really does not like Lesnar. Period. So every time it's anyone against Lesnar, it's always that someone else.
So it's a call from the heart.
Yes. Well, more from call from hate.
Call from hate.
Yes.
So again, as I said, Marcus decides to pick. He's going to pick the correct answer, Seth Rollins. I said McIntyre. Who the hell did you say, Ralph? Oh, Rollins. You picked Rollins as well.
Rollins.
All right, so you both got those points for whatever reason. I thought only one. So I'm the only idiot in that one.
No, my first 2 picks were Rollins and McIntyre. I'm like, if anybody wins it, it has to be these 2 men. But then I thought about the gear that Rollins had. I'm like, it'll be a shame, but they don't give it to him. So that's why I picked Rollins over McIntyre.
And Ralph, you picked it because you just went off of what he said.
No, I didn't even notice he had picked it. He picked it and he put it in a spreadsheet. I'm like, I'm not gonna open the spreadsheet.
Dude, I pretty much had all of my... Dude, when I gave you guys the first spreadsheet, I had all my picks on it. So you
I
could've
read it,
just
right?
copied.
Didn't I comment on some of your picks? I said, really? You picked this?
I told you guys, but hey...
I didn't open it because I didn't want to copy your picks. I wanted my own picks.
Listen, man. If you want to be the reigning, defending heavyweight, even though I'm not really a heavyweight, prediction champion of the world, you need to,
Well, I can't be defending.
but you can take it from me. Then you'll be the real world champion, not the fake world champion with your fake belt.
I took it from him in the last
I'm
pay-per-view.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the fake one.
Shit.
All right, so we also picked, Marcus and I picked some surprise entries. Marcus picked Adam Cole. That did not happen. I picked Ciampa and
this year.
Pete Dunne, and Dunne did come out, so I got a point for that one.
The bruiserweight.
The Bruiserweight came out. In total, Marcus picked 8 correct matches Ralph and I came back with 6. I guess that also includes the extra points on Marcus and I. The total between the two pay-per-views, currently Hollywood Marcus is in the lead with 11. I am in second with 10, and Ralph is with 9. We are at the beginning. It is a tight race. It's anybody's ball game. I am excited to see what happens when Fastlane comes around.
And the reason why I'm talking so much crap is because you guys didn't. You just didn't let up last year. So I'm like, all right, I see how it is.
Oh, no.
You guys.
You guys. No, look.
I said jack shit.
That's true.
Are you sure?
I mean, he was pretty, but I'm the one with the mouth because the minute I was up after Phoenix, I was already all over it.
And then the question we have to ask is, where the hell is Andre?
Where the hell is Andre? And that's the question.
But the deep dark hole of deletion.
But another question we'd like to ask is, what did you think of the Royal Rumble? Please let us know on our website. That's ugeekly.com, UGEKLY. I think I said that too fast.com. Also, we're under Marks and Smarks under Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Guys,
Hey, man.
let's talk about the overall. What did you think of the overall show of NXT TakeOver Phoenix? Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? 1 to 5? I don't know. What kind of rating do you want to give this?
3 out of 5 in the
3
middle.
out of 5? I'm there with you. I'm going to say 3.5.
You're generous. Big Ralph.
I say a 3.
All right, so it's an average of a 3, I guess you'd say. What about the Rumble? What did you guys think of that one?
4.
Really? You gave it better than the Phoenix?
It's like I told Big Ralph earlier today. I've been impressed with what WWE's been doing. I think the threat of AEW and talent leaving has caused them to kind of like reconsider what they've been booking. So, TakeOver, Royal Rumble, the Raw after. Didn't see much of SmackDown, but for what Big Ralph told me, it was kind of meh. But I think this week they've stepped up a little bit, and I've actually enjoyed watching their product. So, yeah, I want to give the Rumble a 4. I was impressed.
All right.
Big Ralph will give it a 4.5.
Mm.
And the only reason they're not getting a 5 is because of that stupid ending in the AJ Bryan match.
That was pretty stupid.
Well, he gave it a 4.5. That's still pretty good. I'm with Marcus on this one. I'll give it a 4. I actually enjoyed some of the Rumble, both of them, both the women and the men.
Yeah.
I always like the Rumbles.
I
don't
mean,
know why.
It's like I analyzed it after Mr. Sands and I had that talk where they really didn't bring out any. I don't want to say the word old.
Yeah, any
but
past
any, like,
superstars.
Oh my god, I was going to write an
Exactly,
article
past
about this
superstars.
actually.
I liked it
can
because
still
look,
write it.
they gave NXT people a shot. They gave NXT UK a shot. I liked it better that they didn't go old school.
I mean,
I don't mind. I didn't mind. Yeah. Go.
If you had what's his name, Elias out, and then Jeff Jarrett, you're like, oh, that's an amazing spot.
Right, that's fine.
Kurt Angle, I wasn't so sure why he was there, but I didn't mind it. Overall, I thought the men's Rumble was good.
Yeah. I mean, they even had this spot where I thought the men's Rumble was a little bit better. I mean, even Nia Jax coming out and taking R-Truth's spot.
Stupid.
It was stupid, but you know what? It was fun. I actually enjoyed it. It makes it interesting.
It played to her character, her heel. But I'm like, okay, so what are the rules of the Rumble now? Can a man go into the women's Rumble?
I'm glad she got
Since a woman can go in.
Yeah, she got RKO'd and knocked out 619.
Oh, wait.
She got RKO'd and 619.
But wait, Big
Which
Ralph.
I did not expect. I did not expect Rey Mysterio to do that. I was expecting it from Randy, but not from Rey.
Didn't Santina?
Oh.
Wait, never mind. That was that was way before the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was before the women's Royal. It was like a battle royal, though. It was a battle
Yeah,
royal. It was
she
an over-the-top
won
thing. She won the
she
battle
won
royal to be
Miss-
Mrs. WrestleMania.
Yeah, there
Miss
we go.
Wrestling.
Hey, I liked
Let's
it.
not
Like
bring
I
that
said,
one.
the first women's Rumble, you have to have that nostalgia because you want those women who paved the way to have a moment in the first Rumble, and I'm okay with that. But after that, you got to give it to it. I mean, look at that girl. What's her name? Casey Cazizano?
Dude, she was
See
awesome.
that? It was awesome. And she's
That was-
tiny, little thing. She's out.
That was
And she
amazing.
pulled off a good feat. Hell, I think the women are bringing it much more than the men this year.
Hell yeah, they are.
I
Yeah.
mean, the 3 matches that I picked, 2 of them are women's matches, so that obviously they are getting better storylines, they're getting better wrestlers, they're getting a better push, and it's amazing, and I'm excited about it. That's one thing that's making me excited. What did you guys think? What did you think the match for the overall for both? What is the overall match for the whole weekend?
Gargano Ciampa. Ricochet.
I'm with you on that one. Big Ralph? I guess you're going Hanson and Rowe and the Undisputed.
Not really.
Really?
Oh,
I'm going Asuka Lynch.
Okay.
oh shit.
I can respect that.
I can respect that.
Only because I put singles match at a higher pedestal than I do tag matches.
Okay. I can
Just because
understand
of
that. Yeah. Hey, it's all in a matter of opinion, and we'd like to know your opinion. What did you think of the whole weekend and everything, all the wrestling that you saw from Saturday to now to Wednesday, if you watch NXT 205, and heck, even the UK, I think it's today, right? So let us know what you think.
think
Again,
it's
our
today.
website is what? Did you say wait?
I said I think it is today. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah, it came on after NXT, regular NXT. I didn't
So-
watch it though because I was talking to you guys.
Well, there was also magic going on.
There was a whole bunch of magic. I make magic, but
You
Yeah.
are magic because it's
Yeah.
amazing how you pull some of these picks right out of your ass.
pretty much that's where the magic comes from. That's where the magic percolates.
And if you like to tell us what kind of magic comes out of your ass, let us know on our website. That's ugeekly.com, UGEKLY.com, or Marks and Smarks under Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Amen.
Amen to you, too.
I didn't say amen. I said amen.
Amen,
Well-
brother.
we're working on some stuff, man. We got B doing some Goku vs Superman videos. Trying to come up with another podcast. Look out for it. Top 4, top 5, wherever the hell Jessica wants to do.
Yeah,
Superhero
Jessica wants to be
movies.
involved.
Hell yeah. The more Jessica, the better. I can't dispute that. And the hell else we'll be working on.
I don't know, but hopefully we'll get some gaming up soon. We'll get some stuff on our YouTube channel. We're getting there. We're going. This year is the year of the UGeekly.
Of the geek. And
I mean,
remember,
You're the
if you're-
geek.
whatever you do, drink beer while you do it. God damn it.
Unless you're underage, then don't do that.
I mean,
Get your parents' consent first.
Get your parents' consent. Oh, Jesus Christ. My name's Jose Sands. I'm here with
The Hollywood Marcus.
and
and Big Ralph.
saying see you next time.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Bitches.
And if you're not down with that,
Goodbye.